It's been so long since you smiled. Tell me where you left an empty child. Oh, let's have a feast on those who least expected this. The time is now, I swear we won't regret it. Won't regret it. Yeah, we sleep there under stars in the shelter of the dark. Addicted, addicted. Yeah, when you find out who you are.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome here to Winton for the RedBull SuperCar Tour round number 10. As we're getting ready to do the semi-final race here for the RedBull Series. On your pole is Marcus Sachi in the 38, followed by Horse Races winner Jonathan Scott in the 42. And behind those guys, you have Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. and then the 7, who Tyler Fontaine, Trevor Collins, who won not too long ago. Fitzgerald really high in the standings. Fitzgerald is currently third in the standings. You have the 11 and 23, followed by the 8 and 33, Zachary Delaro, Tyler Fontaine. Then you have the RedBull of Damien Fisher and the 21 right there. As the rest of the starting lineup from 11th on back. So it's going to be a pretty interesting race. The points are really tight. 13 points separates Casey Nanako from Marcus Sachi. Here's the commands.
Crank them engines!
Commands have been giving, engines have been fired up here for the penultimate round here. So Marcus Sachi right now is a points leader, 13 points over Casey Nanako. Then you have Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. gained a position in the standings after last round. He's 23 points out of the lead, so Fitzgerald will need to win this race to mathematically have a shot at the championship. Marcus Sachi just needs to do really good. Jonathan Scott starting on the front row once again. He finally got his first win out there at Simmons for his first win. So here we go. Pace car is already down pit road. Marcus Sachi and Jonathan Scott on the front row as they're going to lead the field to green here. Green flag is out. One race remaining after this here. Sachi with the early lead as he cuts in front of the 42. So you go up through the S's here. Cars in the back into the ball. That's Zachary Fitzgerald singing all the drivers. More drivers getting in the wall back there. And Jonathan Scott's leader. Where's Marcus Sachi? Oh, there he is in the 38 right there. Fell to third. Tough break and already trouble for a lot of drivers, including Fitzgerald Sr. here on lap 1. But up front now is the 42 of Jonathan Scott. He has a bit of a lead over the 7, both drivers with one win this season. Side by side battle right there. There's Fitzgerald right there, and Marcus Sachi just ahead of him. Fitzgerald really needs a good run, and he got into the wall just a little bit right there. There's Casey Nanako, 3-time winner this season, trying to go by the Texaco car right there beside him. But right now it's a 42 trying to pull away with the race lead. See, coming around to complete lap number 1 pretty soon here. So Scott right now, he has a pretty decent lead. He's currently in the standings of 8th position. He gained 3 spots after winning last race in the standings. See, he leads lap number 1 right there. Sachi currently 3rd, and Fitzgerald, he's going to have to do a lot to try and make up those grounds. As we head back up to the front here, Jonathan Scott at 42 off track just a little bit. Trying to hold off Trevor Collins in the 7, trying to get his second win of the season. He's right on board here with the 7. Trevor Collins, if he can win this race, he'll get a pretty realistic shot at the championship as well. He's currently 4th in the standings. However, he is 34 points out of the points lead, so I believe 25 is the max points you can get per race. So right now, realistically, only the top 3 has a shot at the championship. Marcus Sachi, Casey Nanako, Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. All the 3 main drivers we'll be looking at so far coming into this race. Jonathan Skull. I'm pretty sure if he wins this race, he'll gain a bit more positions in the standings as well, but I don't think he'll be able to get to the championship, but he can still try and go for those wins. As he'll try to come around and lead lap number 2 here, going on number 3. We've been really seeing some speed out of this 42 car as of late. We haven't seen it much all season. They've just been in the back mostly, but as we try to wrap up the season for the Red Bull Series, Jonathan Scott in the 42 runs off track just a little bit. As he's been gaining some true speed. Zachary DeLello as well, currently running in. Oh, and car on the wall again. This is Casey Narnico this time. And Edwin Mendez back there as well, and Narnico came right across the nose of Fitzwater and slows him down. Oh dear me, more problems for Fitzwater as he's going to be falling back now even more. The man up front is still the 42. Tough to break Fitzwater now. He's going to try and get around to 28 of Casey Narnico going to the wall. Really hard, a massive hit into the wall for the 28. Imagine the frustration right now for the 17 team. They came in this race hoping to win it, or at least finish top 2 for a shot at the championship, and right now, with the way they are, I don't know if Fitzwater will be able to do it. He's got a lot of grounds to make up in very little time, so right now it's looking really good for this 42 team. Is going to come around the lead, get another lap. Marcus Sachi currently holding his own in 3rd place. 2 laps to go remaining here at Winton for Jonathan Scott in the 42. He needs to do 2 more laps without messing up anything. We're going to keep an eye on this corner here. Oh man, Jerry ran it really wide right there. Both Texacos, Alex Piniaco as well. Peterson, he ran it a bit wide too as well, so it looks like no one got into the wall that time by. However, the 7 is somewhat closing in on Jonathan Skull. Mark Casachi's trying to hunt down Trevor Collins as he's right there in 3rd. Mark Casachi's been really consistent, and that proves why he has a 13-point lead right now. Sachi, if the first 2 drivers mess up and win this race, Sachi may just as well close up the championship here, but you have to do something dramatic to these to the guy in front of him, and of course something has to happen to the 42. So it's looking really slim right now. But Fitzwater Senior, you got to imagine the frustration on this 17 team. As it doesn't look like they're going to be, this championship is going to be them or for them. But right now, white flag is going to be displayed here for Jonathan Scott, looking for his 2nd straight victory here in the 42. Won the last race at Simons, and now trying to win here at Winton. Ran it really wide right there, but so did Trevor Collins. Marcus Tachi now gaining on the 7th big time. He's going to keep an eye on this corner once again. A Texaco nearly getting into the wall right there. But our driver is driving it really wide in that corner, getting into the wall and somewhat. And there's Casey Narnico way in the back, and Narnico, who's currently 13 points from Marcus Sachi, who's running 3rd. This is not the run he wanted to see. And this is only going to make Valkenburg even more difficult for these drivers. Or for Narnico and Fitzwater at least. And maybe Trevor Collins too. Maybe Collins can get some decent points in this race as he now falling to 3rd. Marcus Sachi up to 2nd. He's going to need a 42 to mess up and try to get to him, as Sachi, you can tell, is really driving it hard to catch that 42. And I don't think it's going to happen out of the final corner. 2nd straight win and 2nd career win for Jonathan Skull is going to come here at Winton as Skull wins it from the front row.
Awesome job, boys. Awesome job.
And a job well done, mate, for the 42-year-old Jonathan Skull, capturing his 2nd straight victory and, of course, 2nd win of his career. And that's going to help him boost in points even more. He doesn't have a shot at the championship, but he could still go on and try to get that 3rd victory at Valkenburg. So there it is. One more race to go for the Red Bull Series, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see the points after this race. Marcus Sachi, he's going to climb up to second. Trevor Collins, he fell to third. Carl Joey fourth, and John Sizemore, great run for him, he finishes fifth. Zachary DeLello, Zane Davison, Alex Binyako, Furthermore Otson, and Ram Mustakim, I guess is how you say it. But there goes Jonathan Scott burning it down as you can hear the crowd cheering for the 42 team. Showing some real speed here that I'm pretty sure they wish to had earlier in the season. So they're going to be looking to tie Casey Nanako with the most wins here in the Red Bull Series at 3 next week for the finale at Valkenburg. So it's pretty long season for the Red Bull Series and really all the series that I'm currently running. Congratulations to all the drivers that have won a race this season, and big thanks to all the drivers who participated in this series. But we're not done yet. We still have one more race to go. The finale at Valkenburg will be next for the Red Bull Series. Marcus Sachi, Casey Nako, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Trevor Collins are all realistically still in the hunt for the championship. But we'll see what our points say after this. Let's get you up. Actually, I don't know if this track has a victory lane. Once again, congratulations to Jonathan Scott on the win. Does it have a victory lane? It does not. Alright, here's the standings after the round here at Winton. As Marcus Sachi still the points leader, and he is 30 points ahead of Casey Nanako, so Sachi will need to do really bad out at Valkenburg, and Casey Nanako will need to win that race for him to get the championship. And as for Trevor Collins, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., everyone else, they are eliminated from the title.